Hello, lovelies. Should I say lovelies? I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to figure out my intro and what to use and how to get started. But anyway, that's a me problem. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the UbD series. That's right. We're continuing this series, and I hope it will be useful, beneficial, and supportive to you as educators on your journey. So I'm still in stage one. I know, right? There's so many parts of stage one. So I'm still in stage one with a focus in this video on transfer goals. Powerful, 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 powerful. Transfer goals, right? So this video is going to focus on the what, the why, and an upcoming video will look at how steps to write incredible transfer goals. So let's dive in. But before we do so, let's talk a little bit about this. So I'm gonna be looking down because this brain won't remember everything. Anyway, imagine you're packing a suitcase for a journey, not knowing where you'll end up. You want to pack essentials that could be useful in many different situations. The tools you can rely on no matter what comes your way. So in the classroom, transfer goals are like those essentials. They will equip students with the knowledge and skills they can carry into new uncharted territories beyond the classrooms, beyond the classroom or beyond your lessons. So, don't you want your students to be able to do that? We're preparing them for a world where their jobs are not in existence as yet, and they may have to create it. So, the transfer goals are the tools that will equip them to do all these fantastic things in an unknown, uncharted territory of the next couple of years or whatever that may be. So let's talk about it. So remember to like, to share, to subscribe, and to tell everybody you know about it. Let's impact one teacher. That's right, one teacher in one classroom somewhere in the planet. Because if we impact one teacher, hundreds of students will be impacted. Anyway, let's dive in. I hope this will be useful to you as you impact your students and change our world. All right. All right, guys, let's dive in. So, we are diving into our transfer goals, still in the Understanding by Design series. And the questions that transfer goals are addressing, I have one question on this page is, how can we ensure that students apply concepts learned in the classroom to real world situations, and what strategies can we implement to facilitate this transfer? So that's our guiding question. So here we go. We're going to start off with what. I love to explore what, why, and how of anything that I am talking about. So let's talk about the what are transfer goals, right? So our transfer goals are those overarching long-term goals. They are the big goals of your unit. They usually transcend the disciplines, okay? So think, cross discipline. And usually students should be able to transfer their learning independently in various situations or real world contexts. So some of the buzzwords I would say are application, adaptable skills, and real world context. Students should be able to apply their learning in these unique, independent, real world contexts. Now, I think of transfer goal as this bridge that connects knowledge and understanding to the ability to apply and problem solve in different contexts that you give them. And they should be able to do this independently. So that's how I see that transfer goal, as that connecting bridge. Okay. All right. So let's move on. I'm going in the wrong direction here. All right, so I love to use analogies. One of my favorite things to use one off when I'm teaching to help students just make these connections is using analogy. So here I am thinking of transfer goal as this compass, right? That really is guiding students to use their knowledge and skills to solve real world problems. So many times the students, we present them with the knowledge and the skills, but to what end? The transfer goal is that so what? Right? It is going to be that guide, that compass that points them into the relevance of this knowledge and skills to solve real world problems, to apply what they know in novel situations, to make sense and make meaning of all that stuff that they're learning. On the page is this scenario, right? So let's say your students are learning about the water cycle, all that beautiful stuff around the water cycle in class, right? The transfer is that after doing the knowledge and the skills, is for students to now take that and apply it to their own context, right? What's happening in their communities. So they could take it to explain things like droughts or the importance of water conservation in their communities or in other communities around the world, right? So we're now making it relevant, the so what of learning about the water cycle. All right. And before I move on, I want to talk a little bit about this amazing product, which is my transfer goal quick guide. So, hey, listen up. This is going to change your life. I promise you. All right. All right, guys, here is the product I was telling you about, the Transfer Goal Quick Guide. And listen, this is just an incredible tool that you just need to grab a hold of. Practical and easy to use step-by-step strategies to seamlessly integrate this into your unit and lesson plans. So over here, I give you a sneak peek into how to integrate it into your unit plan, some very specific strategies, and using real world examples. And I give you examples for science, math, and ELA. So if you're one of these subject teachers, listen, you need to grab a hold of this quick guide. All right, I am trying to get to the next page, which I am not sure how to do that right now. Okay, so okay, I made it to the next page here. On this page is some more quick glance into what you will find in this quick guide resource. Okay, so I included planning tools, ready to use planning tools, templates, reflection prompts, rubrics designed to save you time. Listen, I am here to save you time, okay? It's professional and student focus, aligns with the UbD framework. Listen, we're in this UbD Like a Boss series, so everything is about alignment. And listen, teacher tested strategies created by me, an experienced educator who, listen, I've been in their grind with UbD, so I understand the challenges. So if this is something that you'll be interested in, listen, check the link in the description box below and enjoy this product. All right, let's move on. Why? Why do we need to spend time properly integrating and developing transfer goals as a part of our practice as educators and practitioners in our own disciplines? Well, on the screen are quite a few reasons, right? I mean, I don't know if any of you have ever experienced your students talking about or asking the questions, why do I need to know this? Miss, why is this important? So many times I do get that question and I have to pause to be able to think about an answer. But when we are integrating transfer goals and students are making those connections and seeing the real world relevance, that bridge connection, the light bulb moments will happen, and you will hear less and less of those type of, why am I learning this? Why do I have to do this? Because they will start to see the relevance, okay? So on my screen here are quite a few reasons, and I'll talk about a few just briefly. So it helps students to develop deeper understanding, right? It promotes critical thinking and problem solving skills. It will help students to see the relevance of their learning. And this is one of the biggest reasons, the relevance, the so what. Why are we doing this? It will help to prepare students for lifelong learning, right? Prepare students with the skill set that they need for future learning, whether it be academic or personal challenge. Those skill sets that they can take with them into any other discipline, into their daily personal lives, and into the world of work. That's how powerful transfer goal actually is. And it encourages students to make connections across discipline. Like, who doesn't want their students to make these great connections across disciplines, right? All of us do. So here is this beautiful example right here that, if it's integrated into a unit, would hit these whys beautifully. Here it is, a science example. Evaluate systems in order to connect how form determines function and how any change to one component affects an entire system. Listen, this is so powerful because I can take this and I can narrow it down to within the body systems, but I can expand this to take on natural systems. I can expand this to take on a school as a system, or the government as a system, or the bank as a system. It has such great potential to be cross-disciplinary, and for sure will help students make those real-world connections. So yeah, that's the why. All right, let's keep going. So again, here is another analogy, right? I love analogies. So yeah, if you're following me, and please do click subscribe and click that notification bell and click that like, and let's just grow this channel, right? So here is another analogy for you, right? So here it is saying that transfer goal is the foundation. Transfer goals are like the foundation of a building. And I know as educators, we think, our subject, the knowledge and the skills, that is the most important thing. And we will spend hours in, making sure the students get all that information and all those skills. And then we're done with the unit and it's like, something is missing, it's hanging. And those are good stuff, right? They're good stuff and they're important stuff because we need those knowledge and skill for the deeper meaning, right? But without the transfer, is it complete, right? Without the transfer, then it becomes disconnected learning. The so what is not addressed, right? So the transfer goal then is that framework, that foundation, right, that connects everything and provides the relevance and the so what to the students, which gives a greater impact to their learning. So as you are prepping for your knowledge and skills, how can we bring that supporting bridge? How can we create that foundation that makes the learning connected? Okay, so let us think about that question, and yeah, let's keep going. All right. Now, I love to use examples as well because, you may be saying, well, I'm hearing all of that good stuff. Give me some examples of what this actually look like, right? So here on the screen are two examples, one from science and one from math. And do let me know if you're interested in other exemplars, let me know, because guess what? I love doing this, and I can go ahead and create even more exemplars to support you on this beautiful journey of integrating transfer goals into your practice. So yeah, take a look at these two exemplars on the screen. This one I mentioned, the first one I mentioned before. The second one is in math. Look at that one. That's a good one. So all those math teachers out there, if you're teaching ratios and proportions, how about taking on something like this? And yeah, let me know how it goes. All right, so we're talking about transfer goals, and you might be wondering, well, where do I begin? Don't worry, I am here to support you every step of this journey. So a video is coming soon on, you get that right, steps to write transfer goals. So I will walk you through just the steps, step by step. I am a step-by-step learner. So step by step, how to write just powerful, effective transfer goals. And how time fly when you're having fun. How time flies, yeah, when you're having fun. So we're at the end of this segment, and I hope something was said that was meaningful. So these are the reflective questions on my screen. And yeah, I love reflection. Reflection is, I'm a believer in reflecting every step of the way through our practice. That's how I grow, and I think it's a powerful tool to grow. So why not grab one or two, or maybe all three questions, ponder them, write your thoughts in your journal, or wherever you process your reflective questions, right? And let's keep growing. So for me, I am going to talk a little bit about part B, the second part of question 3. How can I better integrate opportunities for this kind of application into my teaching? And so for me, I mean, there's so many things we could do, right? So using more real world context or scenarios in your units and your lessons, that's one way, right? So do you want to learn more about how you can integrate transfer goals into your unit plan and into your lesson plans and just strategies and tips? Well, stay tuned as I talk a little bit more about this awesome resource, which is my transfer goal quick guide. All right, here is another sneak peek into this awesome resource, Making Learning Last, a teacher's guide to transfer goals. And so here on the screen, you can see everything that's included in this product, an overview of transfer goal, looking at what and why, tips to integrate it into your unit plans, tips to integrate into your lesson plan, very practical tips, and with specific examples around science, math, and ELA. Skills for transfer goal. What are some skills that we need to develop in students to be able to transfer? Reflection prompts and templates, rubric template, planning template. Listen, you cannot get any better than this, in my opinion. Quick action steps. Listen, sometimes we just need the quick action steps, and I give you some very quick action steps that you can just grab and run with. And of course, I also included a personal story that basically tells you my why. You know, why am I doing this, and my experience with Understanding by Design. Okay, so come on now, grab this resource and transform your classroom. All right, thank you, everyone. Going. Yes, here we are at the end of this presentation. Remember, we explore, we learn, we create, and we grow. Remember to grab this quick guide to transfer goals, right? So check out the link in the description box below and stay tuned for other resources around understanding by design coming out soon. And please remember to hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up if it helped you in any way, and why not go right ahead and hit that notification bell so you are in the know when another video is dropped. All right.